Hi Leo, my beautiful lions and lionesses. How are you doing? Oh my god, thank you for tuning in. So I'm new here to YouTube, but not really. I'm new to the whole tarot reading thing on YouTube, but I've been doing tarot readings since 2016. So here we are. I will be introducing my decks and what I do with them, and links below if you want them for yourself. A little bit about the channel and how this works. So I pull oracle, I pull something to clarify the oracle, and then I will do a deck for your general and a deck to clarify that deck, because we all want like a little bit more information. I don't necessarily do extendeds, especially if you have to pay for them, but I don't do generalized extendeds. I just think it's kind of a waste of money. If you, I mean, like, you could probably want something to fit, but if it doesn't, like, why pay for it? And the beginning of the reading was free. I always thought that was kind of a scam. So, not saying it is. I just thought like that if I was doing readings, it don't work for me, and I wouldn't do it to nobody else. But if you find that like a reading I'm doing that's general, it starts to hit home a little too much, and the shoe starts fitting, and you feeling like Cinderella, okay, cool. What we're gonna do is you can hit me up. I will do personal readings. I do them, and I also take donations. I will have a Amazon wish list and everything. If you guys want to send me some decks and things for, you know, the spiritual channel, I take all that type of stuff. All the links of everything will be below, even the decks that I use. Again, if you want them for yourselves, that will be listed below. So yeah, most of what I'm doing is past, present, and future, but we're going to focus on what resonates for you for the Piscean season. So this is what I would say is how long it's going to resonate for, but a lot of my readings are going to be timeless. They fit when they fit. You're meant to see them when you see them. So if it don't fit, you are not Cinderella. Do not force it to fit. It's not necessary. Do not do that to yourself. Sometimes you want a situation to fit so bad it starts happening, and then you wish it didn't. So relax. Pull up a seat. The cards have not spoken to me yet, but what do we have for my beautiful Leos in Piscean season? Let's see here. We have Preserve in reverse. And on the bottom of the deck, we have Calypso. You're having a moment, like a dark moment. But when I say dark, I don't mean sinister or anything like that. I feel like you're just in the dark, like, but you're fine. Like this isn't a sacred moment for you, because Preserve is in reverse, but Calypso is an entity that's like watching from the shadows to see what's going on around them, but they don't really get caught up in the foolishness that is going on. So I honestly feel like, you know, you got a lot going on, but at the same time, like, you're more interested in watching what goes on around you. Mowgli, you are not getting any of my butterfinger. Sorry, I have a dog, and he's in trouble because he chewed up my plushie while I was at work earlier today. So occasionally he'll keep wandering here. He hears me talking to the camera, but then he'll like, oh, Mom, can I come in there and eat some of your food? Like, no, you're grounded. He knows that. Okay, let's see. What can I get for you, Leo? Hey, keep on with that attitude. You will be back in the cage. So my dog is a teenager, and he huffs and has an attitude when he doesn't get his way, but he's a Pomsky. He's a Pomeranian Husky. And yeah, he got a sassy little attitude. So he will talk back, and you know, but I'm so used to his antics that I talk to him like a human child. So every once in a while in my readings you'll hear me fussing at him, but it's all love here. That's my son. Just like that, I hear him wandering around, but he's not like he was earlier. He's just a mess. He's a Sagittarius, by the way. I haven't really mentioned that till now. All right, so we have the Tower, and then we have Strength in reverse. Okay, Leo, you're not even feeling yourself, but some things are falling apart, mostly because they need to come back together in a different way. I feel like you're feeling that a lot of things are just not going the way you had anticipated, but a lot of times that's okay, Leo, because if things went the way that you want them to, not as they should, you usually would still get disappointed that like, oh, like if I had let that go, I could have had something better. Yeah, just like let it go. So I don't know if I told you guys, this is the Primrose and Oracle deck that I used for the first deck, and then this is the Sailor Moon Crystal deck. Apparently this is season 3. I never saw this until this year, and I've had this deck for about 3 years now, I think 3 or 4 years. Now, this is not a full deck. This doesn't have 72 to 78 cards in it. It's actually, it's just a major arcana. So if you're planning to get this, it's on Amazon. I will link it to you, but just so you know, because nobody told me, it's not a full deck. I was very disappointed, but it works. So, like I said, that tower moment that you're having, things are falling apart, and it feels like life is, it's almost like Mercury retrograde, or all the planets went into retrograde, and you're like, well, how do I deal with this? You just do. You don't make a plan to deal with a tower moment. Like, you just go through it. That's all you gotta do. It's easy. Just let go of how you expect things to be, and then it all falls in together. So we're gonna use the Light Series Tarot to do your past, present, and future. Let's see what we got here. All right, that's 1. And that's 2. Okay, so you have the Star, the Wheel, and the 2 of Cups in reverse. Okay, Leo. I feel like in the past you had either an Aquarius come in and treat you real good, or you just had like a wish fulfillment, some sort of manifestation that took place. And with the Wheel card here, you're definitely on top of the world. You felt like everything was spinning the way that it was supposed to. Your karmic wheel is like giving you all types of rewards, and you're just blossoming off of it. Or maybe you went through your tower moment and now you're being rewarded for just getting through it. But with this 2 of Cups, you may have fallen out with somebody that was really close to you, a soulmate or something like that. Or maybe you're feeling like, you know, everything is great, but where's my lover? Like, I have everything but love. Be careful thinking that, Leo, because sometimes you get so caught up, not you in general, but I mean, like, not you as the person watching this, or whoever you're watching this for, if you're cross watching, but sometimes we get caught up in, I have everything I could ever want, but I don't have my soulmate, I don't have my lover, I don't have my best friend or a best friend. Well, I'll feel complete when I have that. Be careful thinking that, because it will somehow present itself true into your mentality and your 3D, where you will just never be happy until you have another person. What the key thing is, this could also be the love you have for yourself. It's just pouring out, because you're pouring it either into the wrong person, wrong investments, or you're just not giving enough of it to yourself. Universe says stop doing that if that's the case. I'm going to take this card. And this card keeps like standing up. I don't get it, so keep shuffling. What do I have for my Leos? What can I do for you? 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 I can't hear you. There we go. Y'all like Final Fantasy? That's what I got playing in the back. But nah, that song, like, it plays in my head every once in a while. From Final Fantasy 10 to, yeah. Alright, so you have the Judgment with the Star. You have the 10 of Coins with the Wheel. And then you have the 7 of Coins in reverse with the 2 of Cups in reverse. Where are my manners? I don't know if I told y'all, but I'm using the Game of Thrones tarot deck for your clarification. Now with the Judgment and the Star, maybe you wish for peace or some sort of like some sort of karmic answer. Like maybe you've been treated like shit a lot, or you've had like a lot of I don't want to say bad karma. It could be, but I feel like you've had like a lot of mischievous energy around you, or something that was definitely deviant, or it just, you know, you're tired. And you get your wish, definitely. But, or maybe what you wished for, there's like some sort of divine accountability you have to uphold. It's very, I don't know, that might resonate for some of y'all, but like I feel like if you were like, oh, I really wish I could have a partner, or like a best friend, or like an investor or something, you're wishing for something, but, or someone, but also understand that another person has their own set of what they expect out of life. You know, they have their own deck of cards they got to work with. So Leo, if it was another person that you wanted near, doesn't really matter what role they suited, just, you know, I feel like there's a part of you that's like, I got everything I wished for, but I don't know about this. Like, this is the only thing that seems to be challenging, which maybe cause a tower moment. Like, oh, so I have to change my perspective and everything about life? Yeah, like, life be changing a lot, fam. You got to get hit with the adaptability. So you, with the 10 of coins over the wheel, maybe you had a lot of money coming in. Maybe you finally landed a good deal on a house. I mean, this is amazing. Don't get me wrong. This reading is really good, but I think, Leo, like, there's a part of you that was just expecting something more. You're not trying to be ungrateful, but you're just like, yay, I'm really happy for what I have, but it's just this one thing that I'm like, if I get that, everything will be complete. Okay, but you want completion, thus the 10 of cards over the wheel. You got that. But sometimes your completion is ending a cycle, and it should be ending a cycle. And you're, maybe some things you're not ready to put an end to, especially with this tower, but you can't keep gaining unless you sacrifice something, unfortunately. Like, don't be a hoarder of energy and emotions and things like that. Like, it'll get to a point, Leo, where you just have so much cluttering up your life that you start losing finances, you start feeling unstable, maybe you lose your house. Like, I'm not saying I wish that on you, but like, a lot of times I had to learn this the hard way for myself. Everything you think you want, if it's a lot of struggle to get it, go with the most effortless option. And for a lot of y'all can be very high maintenance, wanting a lot of stuff that requires a lot of effort, but you don't really want to put in that much effort. Not all of y'all, but I'm just saying, I've known quite a few Leos that on the outside, they're go-getters, and, you know, they're all about doing shit for themselves, and they can be very independent when they want to be. But a lot of times they sort of lean on things being done for them, or like, you know, charming people enough to where shit just kind of figures itself out after a while with very minimal effort on their part. But this is the first time, if not in a long time for you, Leo, that you were laying to rest some things that just no longer suit you. Now, next you have the 7 of coins in reverse with the 2 of cups. So be very careful how you're balancing energies around yourself, because this could lead to losing a lot of hard work, or like never seeing the reward of a hard work, because like maybe if you were the type of person who took credit for somebody else's work, I'm not saying you do, but if you did, now you're seeing that you're no longer getting credit, and it's justified, because why are you taking credit from somebody else? Or if it's not that type of stuff, then maybe, Leo, for you, it could just be like the universe pays attention to the energy you put out. So if you're putting out the energy of, oh, this is such hard work, I don't want to do this anymore, I don't care about it, whatever, fuck this piece of shit, whatever, I'm done, my life sucks. The universe will be like, okay, your life sucks, cool, all right, it's true now. I'm ringing a bell, ring, 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 you know, and then snap your fingers, do your step. You can do it all by yourself. Let me see you do it. Why you do it at the universe? Let me see you do it. What the fuck, man? Let me see you do it. Do it all by yourself. Do that step. Hey, and you look at the universe like, what the fuck, man? But yeah, no, for real. do not get caught up in being so ungrateful for all the good things in your life that you focus on that one thing that either hasn't happened yet or is just not meant for you. That's all you really need to understand to move on with this situation, Leo. I feel like the sooner you let go of what you can't have or can't control or what is not meant for you, you can probably have whatever it is that you want, but is it really what you want? Especially if you got to keep putting in a whole lot of energy into it, probably not. Like if you have to force it, then it's just not worth it. But something is coming in for you. My only advice, says the universe, learn to be fluid and go with the flow. Even when you sometimes think that's exactly what you're doing, going with the flow means if you are meant to be gifted something on that day, then you were gifted. If something is meant to be taken away, then let it go. But you can't have everything, Leo. Like, don't be selfish. There's more than enough going on in life, and eventually you're going to have to learn to share. All right, so that's your reading, Leo. It's a very beautiful reading. I just feel like, you know, there's some self-work that needs to be made, but again, you are being blessed. Just try to see it for what it is. All right. So again, if this reading did resonate, make sure to like, share, subscribe, and follow. Make sure you do that. But, you know, shout your girl out. Make sure a lot of people come in, and I'm open for readings. I will be posting a lot of general stuff over Sunday. So if your reading doesn't come out on Sunday, it doesn't mean I stopped. It just means I'm very busy and I'm trying to upload and edit, and it's just me. I'm the only one doing all the work for my business. So, but, yeah, if you liked, if you enjoyed, I will see you next Sunday. All of the links to my social media will also be down below if you want to follow me on something else, because we be lit out here. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Bye, Leo.